Thank you very much, Simeon. And during the second half, when we've got Q&A, I'm sure you may have more direct questions for Simeon then. Our second guest speaker tonight is Claire Solomon, who gave a powerful voice to the students during the protests, and with her responses to Jeremy Paxman, made a powerful argument, I thought, there that we were most impressed with. She's also editor of the book Springtime, The New Student Rebellion. So thank you very much, Claire Solomon.
Thank you very much, and I'm really honoured to be sitting here next to Simeon Brown. Simeon and I went to university together, and he's always been a fantastic campaigner, so it's really great to see you on the TV recently, having such a powerful voice. I'm here to talk about a couple of things that have been driving me mad over the last couple of days. I've been watching today the parliamentary House of Commons discussions and debates, and I've literally wanted to throw things at the television. The flipping hypocrites that are sitting in the parliament telling us what our young people are doing and why they're doing it, and now, in my opinion, they're totally wrong. They call them criminals. Well, we have to look at why people are doing these things in the first place. People, majority of people here, with no jobs, no opportunity, and no hope. And there was a young guy that was on Newsnight with me back in November, and I've said this many times, so apologies if you've heard it before, but he was bang on. He said, you're taking away our education, you're taking away our EMA, we're not going to be able to get a job, and then you're going to blame us when we have to turn to crime to feed ourselves. This is a 15-year-old man from the slums of London, as he said, and I think he was absolutely right. They call them greedy looters and thieves. Well, what about the thieves in government? What about the thieves in government who are taking money from our taxes, paying for their second homes, paying for their plasma screen TVs, that they're stealing the money from us? The sheer hypocrisy of these people to call these people greedy thieves. And what about the greedy bankers? When someone today was jailed for 3 months for stealing a bottle of water, we have to ask why the MPs and the bankers themselves haven't been jailed. And now they're going on about the cost of the damage. That is nothing compared to the £1.3 trillion that it's cost to bail out the banks, and is nothing compared to the amount of money they're spending on war and Trident. And they're calling them violent thugs. Just like they did with our students. Students are out on the streets angry that our education is being taken away from us, that we're going to have to pay more than £27,000 to go to university. Who on earth can conceive of even spending that amount of money in the first place? They call them violent, and they're avoiding the word rioters. And why is that? They want to criminalise these people, criminalise our protests, and avoid the word riots, because riots are a political response to a political problem. I'll tell you who the violent thugs are. Those that are cutting the funding to our education. Those that are cutting funding to libraries and hospitals and are bombing people in other countries. And they say it's about morals. What sort of morals do these people have? If I want a pair of shoes, I don't just go out and steal them. Well, I've already proven that actually they do. They go and steal our money to buy their plasma screen TVs. But whose morals are we talking about? Those that have no problem with killing people in Iraq and Afghanistan, Libya now. Those that have no problem with spending the billions on these wars, and those that have no problem advocating stealing oil from Iraq. And these people on the streets today, these weeks, these few days, are fed up with the lies of this government. Fed up with the lies that they can't afford youth clubs and provisions. Fed up with this discussion about funding more police. Why don't they fund more youth clubs and more provisions instead? And of course, it's not just here. Young people have been on the streets across the world in the last couple of months. How magnificent it has been to see people rising up in Tunisia, in Syria, in Egypt, young people that are going through similar sort of things, similar problems with their lives. And across Europe, in Greece and in Italy and in Spain, we're seeing the similar patterns. And this is why we're calling for you to come on the 1st of October. You should have a leaflet, should be on your chair, to the conference at the Camden Centre, the European Conference Against Austerity. We need to make links between, with all of us across the world, why these things are happening, because it's not just in Britain, it's a systemic problem, it's an international problem, and we hope you're all going to be here so we can coordinate internationally and provide these people in power with the strongest voice that we won't put up with it. I want to just send my thoughts out to those people in the areas that have been having the riots recently. We do understand why it's happening. The people in power might not do, but we do. And my thoughts go out to them. Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much, Claire. And now I'm going to ask Andrew Murray, who's on the National Executive of the Union Unite, and also many of you know him as